Hey guys, I figured the easiest thing to do would be to cut you a couple of videos in regards to your questions. Starting with Rivertowne. First of all, I like Rivertowne. It is off of 41. They're fixing 41, so that's one day in the next couple of years they will have widened that. And honestly, if you're not, if you're not living there or not working and having to commute a whole lot in and out of there, it's not that bad. I mean, probably coming from where you are coming from, it's no traffic at all. But the house that you picked up on Rivertowne Parkway, you don't be on Rivertowne Parkway. Rivertowne Parkway is a busy road. It would not be a good place for kids at all. So I would say for sure nix that one off your list. And then you talk about Planters Pointe. I like Planters Pointe, the one on Summerwood. Those were built by Ryland Homes back in the day. And I don't know if Ryland still builds, but they are a pretty good builder. Most of them need updating if they haven't already had updating done to them. Good amenities. You got walking trails. You got a swimming pool, tennis courts, and it sets up well. Good sized yards because they were built before they started shrinking the lots back in the probably early 2000s is when these were built. I like that. I like Planters Pointe, and I think that's a good potential. I think it's a good value if you need square footage and some space. A lot of families live back there, and I've sold a good number of those houses over the last couple of years, and people seem to like it. Let's see. But again, it's you're asked about the price. I'd have to do some digging. But I would say that one, the last home I sold back there was similar square footage and was in the, I think we did it in the 450s, but it did have some updates done to it. Dunes West, the one on Downing Place, I don't like that one for y'all. The reason being, the reason being is that Dunes West or that Dowling is right next to the club, but that street is more it's more retired age people on that street. So there's parts of Dunes West that are really kid friendly, and I think y'all would like Dunes West a lot. It has, in my opinion, a lot of upside for people with kids. But that section on Dowling, I would not think y'all would like that. Not much of a yard. But I wouldn't discourage. If you're not commuting, then it's not a big deal to be up that far. If your whole life is up there, kids are in school. I believe y'all said you work from home, and I apologize, I don't have my notes in front of me. I would say you'd like it a lot. So I would put Dunes West on there, but I would not use the one on Downing Place Way as one I would consider for y'all. Brickyard, love Brickyard. That's where we live. I don't really like the architecture. I'm not a big brick house type of person, but I think there are, a lot of pluses for being there. The one that you had, Scarlet Oak, good street. I've sold a couple of houses, had a couple of listings back there last year on Scarlet Oak, and that's a good quiet street. It's close to the amenity center. So Brickyard, things I like about Brickyard, it's got a great pool, great walking trails, boat launch. If you're a boater, it's a huge plus. And then right out off the boat launch is Cat Island, which is tons of fossilized shark's teeth. My son found a megalodon tooth, probably about that big last year. It was really cool. So I like that. Rosedown is also on a good street. It's also back in Brickyard. But what you want to remember about Brickyard, anything you want to be, you do not want to be in the colonnade in Brickyard. So any of the Brickyard properties, you want to access it off of 17. There's two Brickyards. There's Brickyard off of 41, and then there's Brickyard on 17. So I think focusing on that, I think Brickyard's a great value for just honestly, location. A lot of times people want to be, close to Charleston, but they don't want to pay, what it costs to be really close to Charleston and Mount Pleasant, or they want, Dunes West or Park West or Rivertowne, some of those places further up. But I think you get just as much, you get better value rather being in Brickyard. I think Hamlin Plantation, Brickyard, Sneak Farm's kind of gotten expensive, but those are central neighborhoods like in central Mount Pleasant where you're not paying up as much as you would to be, closer in, all the way at the foot of the bridge. But you also have the advantage of, 10 minutes to the beach from Brickyard because we live there, like I said. But you're not up 41 like it seems like, in reading some of your notes you were concerned about. And then Park West. The problem with Park West, I think, for y'all is going to be that a lot of the houses you're going to have to go through a lot of winding roads to get to most of the houses in Park West. If you bought in the very super low end of your price point, maybe, like if you went into the low fours, potentially Park West could work. But if you get much higher than that, and I believe Huxley is back in the back part of Park West, so I would say that one. I wouldn't rule that out. But the thing about Park West again is getting out of there from the very back of Park West to get to 17. 12 minutes, but it doesn't, I don't suppose, matter as much if you're going to be, working from home, and obviously the kids are in school right inside of Park West, Laurel Hill Elementary and Pickney, and then Carrier Middle School. So I like Park West, but I think, of the ones that you listed, I would list probably the ones in Brickyard first, hands down, and then I would probably pivot to Planters Pointe. So hopefully that answers your questions. If it doesn't, follow back up with me. We can get on the phone if that helps, but I figured that this will be an efficient way to get you some information out quickly without me having to type it. And sorry I'm so dressed down today, but I am still not quite well. But I will look forward to talking to y'all and get more questions and hopefully meeting y'all at some point. Take care, y'all. Bye.